us. And Dan, in case you don't know, besides being a very good investor and investment advice, he's an accountant by training. So he knows where all the numerical bodies are buried. It could be very helpful to have. The trouble is, Dan, there aren't too many guys like you today. We're running out of them, and that's causing a whole series of problems. People looking for accountant help, to get their taxes and all. What's going on?
Yeah, it's really a big problem, Neil, and this problem has existed for some time. But recently, Lindsay Ellis from the Wall Street Journal has been writing about this, and it's now getting a lot of attention. To start with, in the last 2 years, you've had 300,000 accountants and auditors leave the profession.
Why?
Working too much, Neil. Now, why are they working too much? Because there's a lot of regulations changing, a lot of responsibilities, deadlines, all those things. And the pipeline of people going into accounting is really, really thin. So now you have a double whammy. You have people leaving and you don't have enough people coming in. So what happens?
But the pay is great. You guys are very sought after. So what triggered this downgrowth?
Well, it really started during the pandemic for some reason, is really when there became a real shortage. And I think what happened was we had a lot more reporting responsibilities with all the government-related programs that were going on that required filing on top of our regular work. Well, if you can't find enough people, Neil, what happens? Those people have to work more hours and they get burnt out.
And you guys are on the hook for what you stamp your approval on, right?
Yes, we are.
And then those rules are constantly changing, getting up to you. You have to be up on all of that, right?
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than just doing the work.
Right.
There's a lot of education behind what we do, Neil. Now, keep in mind, the accounting profession is driven by two things: quality and timeliness. So here's why this is a big threat, what I would say, and I'm not exaggerating, the financial system. So now all these public companies have SEC filings, right, in which investors are relying on that information. If there's not enough accountants to be able to deliver quality and timeliness, once that credibility of those numbers starts to become questioned, Neil, now you have what I would say, a time bomb that goes off to say, can we rely on this anymore?
Can we? Can we rely on the group of accountants we do have right now? If it's shrinking, I mean, who are we left with?
Well, here's what's happening. Firms that simply cannot find enough accountants in the U.S., particularly the larger firms that are doing this public work, you know what they're doing, Neil? They're using the international solution, primarily India, but all around the world, where they have the work being done there to help. And also keep in mind, they're on a 12-hour difference. So now these accounting firms become a 24-hour operation, because while we're sleeping here, they're working around the world.
A lot of them going the software route. And said, I can have software do it. I don't need the accountant.
But that is true. Yeah. Technology is getting better, so you can rely on that. But when you talk about planning and strategy, the real value of what accountants do, Neil, that's the human factor, and that's got to be there. And that's where the real squeeze is.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Well, we need guys like you, Dan.
I agree, Neil.
Yes.
In more ways than one.
Yes, absolutely. And, accountants are very serious folks. Not, it's a great reputation to have. You've got a great sense of humor and all that stuff, so maybe we need to just jazz them all up.
Well, if you're indicating that perhaps I should be the poster boy for the profession and that would draw more people in, I think you're onto something.
I think so, too. I think you're on something myself. But Dan Geltrude, he knows of what he speaks. And it is a real problem right now. I have a lot of very good dear friends who are accountants, and some of them don't have his stand-up delivery quality, but they are very much in demand. So they can kind of call their own shots here. But without them, boy, it'd be a very, very different world. Just imagine doing all this on your own. Just think of that.
Assalamualaikum to Sir Hafiz and my fellow friends. Today we are from GAC 2206C Group 1 will present about rapid changes in accounting rules and commoditized accounting services. Let's start with answering the question just now, whether the accounting services offered are still relevant or if they are on the point of commoditization or perhaps obsolescence. Okay, accounting professionals will never replaced by technology because accountants are still required to make decisions and estimate to the impact of those which cannot be done by a machine. For example, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, jobs for accountants and auditors are expected to expand by 4% between 2019 and 2029. Other than that, US News and World Report ranks accountants 13th on its list of the best business job for 2021. This shows that jobs for accountant is high demand. Based on the research paper on the slide that I have found, the objective of the research paper is to determine the role of accountant in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0 and to find out how accountants challenge the Industrial Revolution 4.0. First of all, you need to know what Industrial 4.0 means. Before understanding this research paper, Industrial 4.0 is the current era of connectivity, advanced analytics, automation, and advanced manufacturing technology that has been transforming global businesses for years. The characteristic of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 is the emergence of many applied technology, such as the Internet of Things, cloud computing, big data, and artificial intelligence, which as a whole can change business model and production pattern, especially in various industrial sectors. In the current era of the Industrial Revolution, it is a challenge that is not easy and difficult for accountant as there is a lot of information technology present because financial transactions do not only use cash but also use digital money. Thus, software and technology infrastructure are needed to cover both manual and automated procedure involved in collecting, processing, and storing data about company activity. The development of information technology brings various benefits, but there is also a risk where human resources are replaced by technology or machine that can replace the role of human. Therefore, in facing the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0, accounting profession must take first is education by creating a curriculum that is in accordance with the development of digital connectivity such as coding. Second is awareness. With the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0, many new opportunities have been born, such as developing new business that did not exist before. Third, implementation of high standard as an accountant profession. You must have maximum control over the data generated, such as data or information usually obtained under the responsibility of the engineer. So the working relationship between accountants and engineer must run in harmony. Lastly is a professional development in the accounting profession. You must have maximum control over the data generated, such as data or information usually obtained under the responsibility of the engineer. So the working relationship between accountant and engineer must run in harmony. Lastly is professional development. An accountant must also be professional and able to transform the Industrial Revolution 4.0 with insight into change and maintain good value and ethic to contribute and improve skills such as mastering skill on leadership skill, data analysis and information technology management. The role of accountant is no longer limited to bookkeeping. However, it includes internal control, providing analytical information for management, especially regarding the company's financial strategy. Financial accounting and analysis will also change from reviews to prediction. Accounting analysis being considered, suggesting and evaluating question is the most important thing in the 4.0 revolution era. The power of accountant, data analysis and problem are irreplaceable by technology. I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, I will explain about accountant role. In the emerging technologies, they are transforming everyday work of accountant, impacting the professional life of millions of people worldwide. This phenomenon is more and more evident with the increasing speed of technological innovations. The advancements of the computing and internet has allowed accountants to be more efficient at their roles of preparing budgets and taxes, calculating projections with fewer margin of error, and expand their means of communications. Accounting role, as we know, it must be prepared to face a lot of change in the coming years due to this emerging technology. And this change can be disruptive, but at the same time open up many potential opportunities in the professions. In addition, the Industrial Revolution provides various job opportunities in the accounting professions. However, the development of technology will never replace the role of accountants because they can strategize, influence, and work with major stakeholders to improve business performance overall. Anyone with accounting expertise will have these opportunities. Next, I will proceed about commoditized accounting rule. According to Investopedia, commoditization refers to a process in which goods or services become relatively indistinguishable from competing offerings over time. Generally speaking, commoditized products within a specific categories are so similar to one another that the only distinguishing feature is pricing. If we refer to other websites, it also has a similar explanation, which is commoditization occurs as a goods or services market losses differentiations across its supply base, often by the diffusion of the intellectual capital necessary to acquire or produce it efficiently. For an accountant or a bookkeeper, there are concerns with advances in computer technology, specifically machine learning and artificial intelligence. Automation is fast catching up with what they do and the way they do it. The majority of the work they do will be automated. In addition, invoicing, data entry, and general account coding tasks are fast becoming obsolete.
Next, I will continue to explain about the background of the changes in industrial evolution towards accounting sector. So basically, this is the timeline of industrial revolution from the first revolution begin until now. The Industrial Revolution began in England more than 2 centuries ago, where it brought the world to the modernization that we have today. This revolution has created an economic order that brought about fundamental changes to the social life globally. The reason why the changes happened in Industrial Revolution is because at that time, people demand for development in the industrial world that could help them in their daily life. Since industrial development has an influence on various sectors related to the human's life. Furthermore, the first industrial revolution took place in Europe in 1760s to 1865s. During this year, rural society started to become industrial, which people migrated from the farms to the cities' technology inventions that have been developed during this year, including machine tools, textile industry, and steam engine. The second industrial revolution went from 1870s to 1970s. During this year, it was marked by rapid industrialization with major technology systems such as railroad, gas and water supply, and electrical powers. Hence, it resulted in new wave of globalization with movement of people and goods helped by advanced communication technique. Next, the third industrial revolution, which is a digital revolution. This is an era where it shifts from mechanical and analog electronics to digital electronics from the 1990s to 2010s. During these years, it was marked by rapid adoption of digital computers and the rise of the information and technology industry. Lastly, the fourth industrial revolution is began starting from that year until today. It is marked by the emerging technologies of AI, robotics, nanotechnology, IoT, and blockchain.
And today I would like to explain about the disadvantages and opportunities of rapid changes in accountants' roles and commoditized accounting services. Okay, first and foremost, the advantages of this issue are it can be scalability or flexibility, which commoditized accounting service give the scalable solution that can adapt to an agile business. As company grows or experience the fluctuation in their accounting requirements, this service can easily accommodate the increase of workload or adjust the level of support accordingly. For the second, it can enhance the compliance, where the business in several distinct industries are subject to specialized compliance protocol, and rapid changes in accounting regulation as well as tax law can be challenging to keep it up with. So, a commoditized accounting service typically stay up to date with the latest regulatory requirements that ensure the business to remain compliant and avoid the penalties or legal issues. Next, it can gain the professional insights. Technological advancement in accounting software and cloud-based platform allow the gain to the professional insights. Business can offer insights regarding to the long-term strategies, financial opportunities, and professional networks. For example, gain insight into the financial performance, cash flow, and key performance such as KPI. This can enable faster decision and better financial management. Last but not least, it can minimize the errors. For example, number of crunchings, carelessness, and misstatement from accountants could lead to the technical error, and this outsourced accounting service could help you to reduce overall errors that related to the finance through the several measures such as with the well-expertised person and consistent check-ins. Okay, this slide explains about the opportunities of rapid changes in accountants' roles and commoditized accounting services. Firstly, it may continuously learning and professional development. To keep up with the evolving role of accountants and the advancement in the technology, professionals in the accounting field have the opportunity to engage with the continuous learning and professional development. They can acquire new skills, stay up to date with the industry trends, and pursue certificate or specialized training to enhance their expertise. Secondly, opening up the opportunity to expand their client base and reach the new market. Commoditized accounting service enables the accountants to serve clients beyond the geographical limitation, which is the cloud-based accounting platform and remote collaboration tools allow the accountants to work with the clients from different locations. Thirdly, it creates the entrepreneurial opportunities. Rapid changes in accountants' role and the availability of the commoditized accounting service have created these entrepreneurial opportunities. Accountants can establish their own accounting firm or consult practice, leverage the technology to provide the scalable or cost-effective service to the business. This allowed them to have more control over their works, client relationship, and career progression. Lastly, accountants can shift focus towards the providing value-added service. For example, with routine tasks automated, accountants can shift their works towards the providing value-added service. This include the financial analysis, forecasting, strategic planning, and offering the insight to help the business make informed decisions. Accountants can be trusted advisor, providing strategy, guidance, and contribute to the business growth itself. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Now, what is the challenges of this issue? First, retaining top employees when competition heats up is a major problem. Approximately 8 out of 10 finance and accounting managers are concerned about how they can retain a valued staff. Low morale and high rates of burnout due to severe workloads are two major areas of concern. We suggest managers to apply a good key employee retention strategies to the accounting and finance departments such as continuing education and training. This will help accountants develop and enhance the technical and soft skills in order for them to apply their expertise knowledge to the business strategy effectively. Next, innovation. Is accounting a challenging career? Absolutely. This is because accounting needs to ensure that the financial report can be understood by its users. Thus, it needs to adapt to the new awareness and other related matters that could ensure the product are still relevant. As more transactional tasks become automated, accounting professionals could have more time to turn their attention and focus to more analytical duties and innovation in the accounting software, so that this profession can be developed in line with the current needs. The third challenge is cybercrime in accounting. Cybercrime is a growing threat to businesses. Accounting profession is no exception. Accounting information such as credit card information, bank account numbers is a hot target for hackers because it can be high value. There are several steps that accounting firms can take to protect themselves from cybercrime. Accounting firms should implement strong security measures, employee training, and regular monitoring of systems. This will minimize the risk of becoming a victim of cybercrime.
In conclusion, rapid changes in accounting roles are caused by the technology trend to contribute to an organization that embraces the use of technology in the accounting profession. An accountant needs to be vigilant and analytic. Numerous challenges are faced by accounting professionals, but they should see them as opportunities. Thus, they must rely more on soft skills because the changes have had both positive and negative effect on the profession. That is all from us. Thank you.